Do that face there.
I didn't realise you wanted me. You're more important than him. Sorry.
Sorry?
Don't cry, I'm only joking.
Do the face.
Right.
Good shot. Kuhn Cassius IFL TV in association with MGM Marbella. We're at Trinity House here at Tower Hill for the Moment of Truth press conference. With me I have promoter Eddie Hearn. How are you?
Good mate, how are you?
Alright.
You like this one?
I actually do.
I like this show. I like this show.
Your last 3 shows that you've been
I'm getting there, aren't I? Starting to.
Yeah.
Actually, every now and again I go on a couple of the forums, and I think one of the forums was, I've got to say, Eddie Hearn's putting on some decent shows. I thought, oh, thanks.
Yeah. The last 3 you've announced, the Leeds ones, the one in Hull was good, and this one, alright.
Good, I'm glad you approve, old boy.
Just being honest.
Good.
I'll tell you off the scenes if I think one of your shows is a pile of wank.
You would actually, yeah.
Not that I've got any right to. You know what you're doing.
No, absolutely
I'm
no right
with the camera.
And
I know my place.
Yeah, good.
I know my place after our last conversation.
Good.
Lee Selby. Let's get it right. This is it for Lee Selby.
Mega fight against Joel Brunker. I mean, stylistically as well, it's such a good fight. Brunker, I think, 26-0, rated across the governing bodies, all action, relentless. It's got the makings of an absolute fight of the year contender. Selby, I think you're going to see the very best of him. Last couple of fights, done what he's got to do, going through the gears a little bit, but now he's got to be at his best, and I think you're going to see a devastating display.
This is a final eliminator.
Final eliminator. The winner will fight Yevgeny Gradovich for the IBF World title.
When is Gradovich fighting next?
I think he's due to fight around the same sort of time. He just fought his mandatory in the summer.
Yeah.
So his next mandatory will be due around February, March.
Which will be
for us.
hopefully Lee Selby.
Yeah. So fantastic. Looking for a route for Lee. Now he's got a chance. Beat Brunker. He gets his world title shot, and I believe he'll beat Gradovich as well.
This man here, Anthony Joshua. Where's he gone? Sky Sports News?
He's sparring.
Oh, sparring. Yeah. He was a bit reluctant to talk about this fight because he's already got one against Constantine Eric.
As a fighter, you always want to take one step at a time, but obviously with the way we're planning his career, we're planning ahead, and we've already got his next, certainly 2, probably 4 fights planned now for him up until the end of the year. So Erich on September the 13th, and then Baktov, who actually beat Erich in his last fight for the WBC International. First little nice piece of jewellery around the waist. And I'm excited about the Baktov fight. He's a tough man, been the distance with a lot of good fighters, and it's a great step up for Joshua for his first title in his hometown at the same arena that he made his debut at just over a year ago to the night.
Against Emanuele Leo.
Correct.
Who's an 8-0 prospect as well.
Correct. Not anymore.
This fight here, say with Erich as well, and Baktov, are you looking for these fights to give him rounds? Would you be surprised if he blew either of them out early?
I'd never be surprised if he blew anyone out early, and that goes for every heavyweight in the division because of how hard he hits. But you hope that, he certainly needs rounds before we progress him to, British title fights. But, when you talk about the likes of, Chisora and Fury, would they go 2 or 3 rounds with Joshua? I don't know. He hits that hard, but you certainly need to be capable of doing the distance, and hopefully that comes with the realisation and the proof that you've done it before. So I'm hoping that I think Erich will give him rounds, and I think Baktov will definitely give him rounds. I think Erich might only give him 3 or 4, but he's cute and he's quite quick with his head, and I'm hoping that he don't get hit too hard too early, because then it'll be over again. But if it is, he can only do what he's doing, can't he? So he hits that hard. There's not a heavyweight in the division that's going to take his power and go 12, and that's the division you're in.
Am I right in saying that Gary Cornish and Ian Lewison are fighting for the
final eliminator
for the British title? How can you slip Joshua into this mix?
Don't need to slip him in yet, because he's gonna. I think they're fighting in October. Is it? I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
So Joshua's fighting on September the 13th, October the 11th. We'll fight in November, probably in Dublin. Then fight December the 6th against Michael Sprott in Sheffield. So we're okay at the moment. We know exactly what we're doing, and we'll keep picking up WBC, WBA, IBF belts along the way. And then when the time comes around for him to fight for the British title, it won't be difficult for me to make, because whoever's got the champion is going to make a fortune fighting Joshua.
Yeah.
So if it is Lewinson or it is Sprott,
Go Cornish.
Yeah, they're fighting because they're going to get career best paydays. So, but I think you got. I mean, Fury against Chisora is rumoured to be happening. I'm not sure it ever will, but if it does, is it November sometime? So that's supposed to be for the British title, and then I guess the winner would have to fight Cornish or Lewinson. Well, that's not going to happen. So you'll probably get the winner vacate, and then you'll probably get Joshua in for the title. If we won't, we don't. There's no cast iron certainty that we have to go down the British title route.
I think you'd like to win it.
Yeah,
wouldn't
certainly. It's a great belt to win, but if it's going to disrupt your career, then I'd like to do it outdoors next year at Vicarage Road.
Dream big. Dream big. John Ryder faces Sergei Kamitsky.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know all about Sergei Kamitsky, not just from the Bullioni fight, but he's obviously fought Martin Murray twice as well.
Of course, and giving him 2 great fights, especially the last one.
Yeah.
And of course, he just fought Robert Stieglitz, and that was a close fight. Watch that back, and that was at super middleweight. So, we know that he demolished Buglioni, and that was in the past. But he's a quality fighter, and that's the one fight that when you go on the forums, people are, really singling that fight out as one of the picks of the night. Great styles, 2 of them that will mix really well. It'll be a tear-up, it'll be a great fight. And I think a big chance for Ryder to really establish himself as a name in the division. I think a victory over Kamitsky will start, I don't think he's got the respect he deserves after the Billy Joe Saunders fight. And it's been tough making the right kind of fight for him. But now this is it.
Are you waiting to see what Billy Joe does regarding it? Because is he mandatory yet for the British title?
Yeah, you got Nick Blackwell.
Yeah.
He's mandatory, and you got Ryder's next in line.
Yeah.
He won an eliminator for the title
Against Jez Wilson. Yeah.
So, but again, if he beats Kamitsky and we start moving up the world rankings, who knows? If the British isn't there, it's a wonderful belt to win, but it's not the be all and end all.
Who started the rumours about Joshua sparking out Klitschko, and that's why he had to put out the fight?
I don't know. I didn't know there were rumours.
Just saw this few things on Twitter, but it's Twitter.
It's sparring. What stays in the ring goes in the ring. I think they had a great time out there, and Joshua learnt a lot. And he comes back with a hell of a lot of confidence.
It's probably just some lemons on Twitter.
Lemons.
Did you see the video?
No.
The response video?
No.
They've made a response video to you calling them lemons.
What, those geezers who made the first
the people. I think it's 758 Sports. I apologise because I know they'll watch this video, and if I've got that name wrong, I'm wrong. They basically said that I don't know why you're basically calling them lemons, because all they're doing is because they spoke to like the commissioner and of the IBF, etc., etc., and they thought that they would bring up a valid point to why.
All right. Plums then, not lemons. Plums.
No.
Lemons. I wasn't necessarily referring to them. I was referring to people that were going on and on about it. But anyway.
And they also think that for someone who didn't watch the video, you seem to know a lot about the video.
I didn't watch. I only saw the picture on the front. So I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, I'll tweet it to you later on.
Don't.
Another Twitter rumour yesterday, or the day before. Cleverly Bellew. People keep asking me to ask you what's going on.
We've agreed with Nathan Cleverly, but I haven't really had the chance to sit down with Tony, which I'm doing tomorrow, to get it done. So obviously, just like any fight, there's a deal. Everyone's got to be happy with the package, and when I go through that through tomorrow with Tony, that will all be boxed off. So by probably 5 p.m. tomorrow, it'll all be done.
Okay. Announcement tomorrow then?
No, it won't be an announcement tomorrow, but it'll all be done. And I think you'll see it on Twitter, because I think they'll start, because they just want to go at it. It's going to be great. You're going to have a field day with that. You're going to be walking around with a constant boner about Cleverly against Bellew, let me tell you.
Oh no, listen.
What are we going to do? Cleverly against Bellew or Bellew against Cleverly? I mean, it's just, see, these, when you've got both fighters, it's these sort of little things that, what do you do, toss a coin?
Right. I think, what about because Cleverly had already beaten him, that his name goes first, or will Bellew go off his head about that?
See, these are little tiny things that you have to deal with in this
But you've had Bellew longer, you're probably more mates with Bellew, aren't you? If you're being honest.
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
it's
you
a
toss
tricky.
a coin. And who
toss a
gets what
coin.
corner? So maybe we say, right, this is what we do. We toss a coin for everything. No, or corners and walk-ons. So you can choose the home corner, but you walk second. Or you walk. We've got all this to deal with, Cook. I mean, this is going to be... I just think toss a coin on the lot. Right. Bellew, Cleverly, or Cleverly, Bellew. Heads or tails. Boom, that's that one.
Right.
Walk first or walk second. Right. Boom, that's that one.
Done.
Best of 3.
Don't envy your position in that. What do you reckon about all this Johnny Nelson, Marco
I
Hook?
can't make out it's a wind-up. I mean, it's got... I don't think it is.
It's not.
I'm not really... I
think
mean,
it
look,
is.
Johnny's been out of the game for a long time.
9 years.
Yeah, I don't agree with it. And I think it might have been a little bit of fun that's just sort of escalated, and I don't know. I spoke to Adam Smith about it the other day and he sort of went. So
Can I let you know a theory that I read on Twitter? That you're all behind this?
Me?
Yeah. So you put Nelson in with
So what's the plan?
Marco Hook,
Yeah.
right? Nelson wins a moody split decision, wins the belt,
Then he-
vacates the belt, and you let Cleverly and Bellew fight in the rematch for it?
All before December the 6th. That would be...
I did read
move
this.
well, move
I'm not
well.
even going to lie, I did
No,
read
I'm
this.
not a fan of Nelson against Huck, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But the winner...
Would you put it on Sky?
No, the winner of Bellew Cleverly will almost certainly fight Marco Hook.
Interesting. Alright, have you got anything else?
No, enjoyed Big Brother last night. I thought it was quite...
I haven't
No,
watched
sent a
it yet,
couple of
don't tell me
tweets.
what happens.
You're such a
I saw a couple of your tweets, but I haven't
yeah,
watched it yet.
It was funny.
So I've missed the last 2, so...
We started off there. This is what you do in interviews. You start with a camera and you start going like this. So we started here. Look, I was under that Selby thing, and now we're around here.
Have you got a show in Scotland scheduled this year?
Maybe November 29th.
Really? Okay.
But everything's good. We've got a lot of shows up on sale now. This one, October 11th, on sale now. Get your tickets, 40, 60, 100, 150. I think we're almost sold out of the VIPs. They love it. These VIPs, Hull's nearly gone with the VIPs, Leeds is nearly gone with the VIPs. It's like 120, 150 quid. Turn up in a ringside ticket, bit of grub, all your booze free for like 3 hours. Everyone just gets hammered, then goes and watches boxing.
What would you want in life?
What more do you want, Cougar?
Nothing. I want...
Catch you later.
I was going to say something.
Huh?
Missed it. See you later.